All right, those of you at the back, be well seated, and let's have it quiet now. You shouldn't be the one to do English. Can you hear simple English?
Yes, sir.
Keep short. Alright, now I'm looking for two body acts. Those who will stand up like me throughout the end of this class. Go away with that stick in your mouth. It's English o'clock. I need just two. One at my right, the other one at my left. Like the two thieves at the right and left hand side of Jesus Christ. But I am Felix Olaoye, not Jesus Christ. Guy, what are you saying? I'm talking to you. What are you saying? The guy in black, what are you saying? Nothing. I'm not saying what is in your brain. I'm saying It's okay now. It's okay. It's okay, let's have it quiet. So in the last class, Emmanuel, let's have it quiet. Right? Is there no seat for you at the back? No seats? Don't worry, you will hear me everywhere. You were seated. Let's have it quiet. One out. Guy, you are still talking again. If the guy beside you, do you not see that guy as a contraction? It's a contrast. You're putting on black, he's putting on white. And your mouth will never cease leaking. Alright, let's have it quiet now. So in the last class, for those of you who know me, I've given you a premonition not to eat in my class. You are shrink gum. Girl, I'm talking to you. Go away with it. I don't like it. Yes, you. The girl beside you, black. The girl beside you. Yes, you. What is in your mouth? You do away with it. I don't like it. Do away with it. All right, quiet now. So in the last class we talked about types of words, and we mentioned words by meaning and words by structure. True or false? True. All right, so we've exhausted the types of words by structure, and we started looking at types of words by meaning, under which we've considered noun, right? Yeah. We gave the definition of noun, and we gave the examples. So today we move on to the core elements of noun. Say core element of noun.
Core elements of noun.
All right, for noun to be called a noun, there are 4 basic elements it must possess. And one of them is number. Say number.
Number.
And another one is case. Say case.
Case.
Another one is person. Say person.
Person.
The 4th one is gender. Say gender.
Gender.
Alright, for number, it is talking about the distinction between singularity and plurality. It means a noun can be singular or plural. So, under different inflectional pattern that we've discussed, A noun can either be singular or plural. For instance, if you have your boy in singular form, what is the plural form? Boys. But in case we have a noun that is not amenable to such inflection, like man, what will the plural be? Men. However, there are some nouns that maintain a single inflection, a single form. That means if they appear like this, the plural form is also like this. Alright? So you are never going to have furniture. You are never going to have equipment. You are never going to have information. You are never going to have advices. So we are going to be talking more about these kinds of noun when we are dealing with various types of noun, the uncountable nouns to be precise. Is that taken?
Yes.
So that is the concept of number. So when we talk about number in grammar, it's talking about the fact that a word can be singular or plural. And three classes of words are amenable to that: the noun, the verb, the pronoun, and some determinants too. Alright, for case. Case refers to, you can start from your note if you want. Case. Oh, for case. Case refers to the grammatical function that a noun performs in the structure of a sentence. The grammatical function that a noun performs in the structure of a sentence. So nouns perform functions too, just the same way verb performs what? Function. So what types of function can your noun perform? So let's look at these examples. The structure above, let's say Tolu slapped a girl. For instance, and we have again a girl slapped Tolu, and we have the girl is Tolu, and we have again Tolu's mother has arrested the girl. Right? We have Tolu in four different contexts here. So this is a single word of noun, Tolu, in all ramifications. But Tolu here as a noun performs different functions across each of these sentences that we have. Alright, in the first case, Tolu slapped a girl. Who performed the action slapped? Everyone? So here we can say Tolu is the performer of the action of the verb slapped. Therefore, Tolu is the subject. That is the case. So subject is a grammatical function that a noun can perform. And that is referring to case. In the second instance, why Tolu perform an action on a girl in the first sentence? In the second sentence, it is a girl who performed an action on Tolu. Who performed the action in two? Everyone who receives the action. So here now, Tolu is the object. Is the object, the receiver of the action of the verb. For better understanding, let's say Mr. Phillips slapped Shalom. Samara. Alright, Mr. Billy slapped Samara and Samara slapped Mr. Felix. Wait, you can see the action in the first case is received by someone, performed by someone, received by someone, and we have reverse action in the second sentence. That is what we have here. In 2, the girl is Tolu. Now, why Tolu performed an action here and here the girl performed an action? Can we say the girl performed any action on Tolu here? No. This verb is not an action verb, rather it is a verb denoting a state of being. Therefore, it is telling us more about the girl. Who is the girl? Tolu. It is telling us more about the girl. So in this case, Tolu becomes a complement. Subject. So that is the code. Subject complement. And when you have a subject complement, a complement is just to complete the action of the verb, because there is no object. Because when an action verb is not used, what you have is a noun or a noun, pronoun, or an adjective completing the meaning of a sentence, and that is what you have here. Is that taken? Are we together, please? So in the fourth instance, Tolu's mother has arrested the girl. Now, let's take away this modifier. Who arrested the girl? Let's take away the modifier. Who arrested the girl? A particular mother. So Tolu is now a pre-ed modifier, telling us what type of mother. So whose mother arrested the girl? But who performed the action? The mother itself. Is Tolu performing any action here? No. Here, Tolu is a possessive noun, and a possessive noun serves as an adjective, modifying or qualifying a noun. So in this case, Tolu's mother is the one who arrested the girl. So what is the function of Tolu here? Anyone? It is possessive. True or false? Possessive. So a noun can serve this function, this function, this function, and this function. And we call that case. Do you understand the concept of case now? Alright, we move to the third core element, which is person. And person in grammar refers to the grammatical component that explains if a noun, that explains whether a noun or pronoun is speaking, whether a noun or pronoun is speaking or being addressed, or being what? Addressed, or being spoken about. So in other words, it explains whether a noun or pronoun is the speaker or addressee or theme. So now let's look at this example. For instance, if we are, let's say we are I or we, have seen the teacher you have seen the teacher, and you have again John has seen the teacher, or Tina so we have these examples. In the first case, remember the concept of person. It explains whether a noun or pronoun is the speaker or the addressee or the entity or person being spoken about. In the first case here, I or we have seen the teacher. So what is the subject in this case? Everyone? I or we. Are they also the speaker of this sentence?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. When you have I, we, it means the person who uttered the statement is also part of the action. If I face you and I told you that I have come, am I not part of those who have just come? I am part. So I am the speaker. I have come. We have come. Both I and we are speaker. In second instance, you have come. Now I'm the one speaking, I. But I is not included in that sentence. And what you now have is you have come. I'm the one telling you that you have come. Is you the speaker of that sentence?
No.
Is you being addressed in that sentence? Yes. That is what we call addressing. So I, the first person, is talking to you, the second person, about a third person, which is John. John might not even know that we are talking about him. Now, John has seen the teacher. Let's assume this is John. Are you with me? This is John. And I am now telling Samara that John has seen the teacher. John is not even aware we are talking about him. So John is being referred to. John is being spoken about. So while the first person is both the subject and the speaker of an utterance, the second person is being referred to. The third person is being spoken about. So that means we have how many types of persons now? Three types of persons. What is the first type? First person. What is the second type? Second person. What is the third type? Third person. So first person, third person, third person. We are still going to do more of that on that pronoun. So when we treat that on that pronoun, you will understand it better. So all nouns are third person. So you can take note. All nouns are third person. All nouns are third persons. All nouns are third persons. Right. And lastly, gender. Gender. Alright, let's have it quiet. Gender. Refers to if a noun or pronoun is feminine or masculine or neuter. If a pronoun or noun is masculine, feminine, or neuter. And that also talks about the three types of gender too in grammar. So a noun can take any of these form of gender. For instance, a noun can be masculine. If it is referring to something male in nature. For instance, Your proprietor. That is a masculine word. Now, what other example? Prophet. Prophet, what? King, lion. Talk now. Eh? Prince. What again? Widower. Yes. Headmaster. All of these are related to the male gender. So for feminine, what do you have for feminine? Proprietress. You have prophetess. Are you with me? You have lioness. You have what? Waitress. Alright, you have princess as well. Yes, as the case may be. Alright, the neuter gender refers to. Alright, Grace and Pokio, you can stand up quickly. The neuter gender refers to any noun that can either refer to a female or a male, or that is central to both. Any noun that can refer to both male and female at the same time, or that does not put gender into cognizance. Examples of that: student, people, doctor, student. Alright? All of these are neuter gender. Alright? These are what we call core elements of noun. So we move to types of noun now. Types of noun. Quickly. Types of noun. Right. 1. Proper noun. Proper noun. Proper noun refers to specific names of people, animals, or place. Specific names of people, animals, place, or place. Alright. And they usually begin with a capital letter. They usually begin with a capital letter. So it means when you call something a proper noun, regardless of the context, it must begin with a capital letter. So in no condition should you write Tolu like this. In no condition should you write Max like this, because these are names of people or names of places. You can't even have Lagos written this way. Rather, the first letter must be in capital letter. Primax, Tolu, proper noun. Right. 2. Abstract noun. Abstract noun. Abstract noun. They are names given to abstract ideas. Names given to ideas, concepts, qualities of feeling or feelings. Right. Example, wisdom. Right, let me have you. Hunger, yes, hunger. Happiness. Love. Sadness, sorrow. Beauty. Hunger. Well, I know nothing about Sapa anyway. Alright, laughter. Alright, all of these are abstract now. because they cannot be seen. Are you with me? Right, next, concrete noun. Concrete noun. They are names given to things that can be seen or touched. You can give example of things you can see and of things you can touch. Book, spoon, chair, pen. Next, we are common nouns. Common nouns. Common nouns. Common nouns are general names given to people or things. So now, unlike your proper noun, which refers to a specific name given to people, common noun is a name or a name given to their general names, and it is not a peculiarity of just one person or one thing. Is that taken? Example: girl, boys, teacher, man, woman, etc. These are common nouns. Right? Collective noun. Collective noun. Collective noun refers to the name given to a group of people. A group of people. A group of things. Or a group of animals. Or a group of animals. Unlike your common noun, in which the name applies to individual belonging to a group, in your collective noun, the name is given to the group itself. So no single individual can lay claim to the name. Is that taken? Alright, if you are a teacher, I'm a teacher for instance. Primus is Sodium is the teacher, Ife is the teacher, Samuel is also a teacher. We are all what? Teachers. The name is common to all of us. True or false? True. But when we are dealing with collective nouns, the name is given to the group, not the individual that make up the group. Therefore, an individual cannot claim the name. Example of that is team, staff, choir, band, gang, pride. What again? Flock, gang. So here you can say I am a team. Rather, you can only be part of that team. So you can be a member of team or a team member, as the case may be. You can be a staff. So what we are saying in collective now, it is wrong to say, I'm going to see a staff of Primus. No. You can never have a staff. Because staff refers to a group of workers in a given institution or organization. So come up to say he is a staff. it is common among all of you to say, what function do you perform in church? You say, I'm a choir. So a single person cannot be a choir. Rather, you can be a chorister or a member of the choir. A member of choir. So you can have a pride too, which refers to a group of lions. You can have flock, which refers to a group of animal, a particular animal. Is that okay? This is what we call collective noun. So we are still going to do more on that. We are still going to do more deeply into that. All right, next, compound noun. Compound noun. Compound noun. They are nouns made up of two or more words. Nouns made up of two or more words. Right. Next, countable noun. Countable nouns. They are nouns that can be counted. Nouns that can be counted. And they usually have plural forms. They usually have what? Plural forms. E.g., boy can have a plural form, boys. Any nouns that can be counted, we call them countable nouns. Your pen can be counted, your books are countable, even people are countable, right? Next, the last type we are going to consider uncountable noun. Uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns are types or is a type of noun that cannot be counted. That cannot be counted. Type of noun that cannot be counted. They only have plural forms. They only have plural form. They only have plural form. Everyone should be well seated. Be well seated. Be well seated. Everyone. Example. Water. All right, let's take them bit by bit. All right. So we have different categories of uncountable nouns. So we are going to take them bit by bit. The first category, liquids. Liquids. All right, liquids. Give example of that, everyone. Let me get water. Juice. example, love, courage, honesty, wisdom, loyalty, happiness, friendship. Another category, education. Look, let's say activities or field of study. Activities or field of study. Example includes education, music, arts, physics, mathematics, sports, research. We can have other ones. We can have others. For instance, equipment, information, news, advice, luggage, baggage, etc. Now listen up. What we are saying about uncountable noun, it is one topic that most students don't pay attention to. Yes, and when you see questions on them, you are likely to easily fail them. Yes, because we take them just as a gloss. We really don't look deeply into what they mean. So what we are saying about uncountable noun is that they cannot be counted, and as such, they only have plural forms. For instance, it is right. You can have singular and plural of uncountable noun. And if you have fish, the plural of fish is still what? Fish. However, you can have fish and still have fishes. Only if you are talking about different kinds of fish. So you can be right to say 1 fish, 2 fish, 10 fish. You'd be right. You can also be right to say 2 fishes. Only if you are referring to different types of fish. Let's say tilapia, and which one again? Catfish. So those are fishes. But if you have 10 pieces, of a single type of fish, it's still logical to say fish. The same applies to water. You can have water as being the plural form of water. You can have waters as being the plural form of water, but it must be water from different sources or different types of water. I hope you are listening over there. Wake this girl up. You were seated. Alright, those of you bending your head to be well seated. I don't want to see that. Tell this person too. Be well seated. I think I should give you an award. Yes, I'm not even surprised. I've read in a literary book where we have 7 travelers slept for 200 years. Yes, according to historical literature, actually. I wouldn't know how true that was, but it was recorded. Yes. It was recorded. No, as a matter of fact, it was recorded. It was recorded that a group of 7 persons slept for 200 years in a particular cave. Yes, but I wouldn't know if the 200 years, if 2 days makes each of the years anyway. Yes, and that is one of the problems I still have with Methuselah as well. Maybe the days in their own time was not 365 days. Anyway, yes, that is why someone will have spent on to that amount of days. All right, we continue. Now listen up. So you can see cases where you can have the plural form of uncountable noun. So in most cases, they maintain a single form. They do not change into the plural form because the plural form are hardly formed. Adverbs. Are you with me? All right, let's look at the rules of uncountable noun. Rules of uncountable noun. Everyone, rules of uncountable noun. 1. They do not take the article a or article an. Or article and directly. So you can say an advice, you can say an information, you can say an equipment. It is wrong to say all of these. You can say a baggage, you can say a luggage, you can say a news. All of these are wrong because they do not take the article a directly. 2, they are always singular. Always singular. Always singular. For instance, even when you are referring to 10 information remains what? Information. Even when you are referring to 10 pieces of advice remains what? Advice. So it is wrong to use this expression. You can say some informations. You can have some information. You can have an advice. You can say a news. You can say an equipment. You can say some equipment. All of these are tested in your exam, but you hardly know if they are tested. All right, let's look at the third rule. The third rule, they can take quantifier. They can take appropriate quantifier, such as some, much, a little, a lot of, and they can take no before them. But their form must remain singular. They can take quantifiers such as a lot of, a little. They can take no. They can take some. They can take much. However, their form must remain singular. Even when you have some information, it must still be information and not mean some informations. I hope you get that. Even when you have some equipment, you can say some equipments. The form of uncountable noun remains singular, regardless. Is that okay? All right. 4. The plural forms are real. The plural forms are real. And they are contextually used. And are contextually used. Especially when referring to types or kinds. Especially when referring to types or kinds. And that brings us to the example of fish, fishes, water, waters. Do you understand that? Yes. Especially when referring to kinds or types. And that is where we have the example of fish. So in some cases, some uncountable noun can form plural form in rare cases. Are you with me? But in that case, it must be that they are referring to kinds or type or a single type. So, but when you are referring to just one, it does not change form. All right, all of these things are tested, and you have questions on these in your remix. All right, let somebody give us a remix. A remix. Quickly. Open to noun or pronoun. Noun and pronoun. If you have your remix with you, you can open it too. Let's consider that page. Quickly. All right, page 74. Look at page 74. Page 74. Are you there? Are you there?
Yes.
All right, it says, the question 1 here says, look at question 1, everybody. It says, if you travel by air, you will be given an allowance to cover dash. This question is saying that if you travel by air, you are going to be given an allowance, especially in the plane now, to walk, to cover your walk, dash. So look at it. The option A says a luggage. Can we have a luggage?
No.
We can't have a luggage. One of the rules of uncountable noun is that you can't use the article A directly with them. You can never have a luggage, even when the luggage is one. Luggage itself means the totality of your load while traveling. Your handbag, your backpack, your Ecolag, your Access Bank, your Ghana must go, your Nigeria must come, everything together. All of these are your luggage. All of these are your baggage. So that is just a name given to the totality of all of these things. Therefore, you can use A, article A or article and before them. So option A, is option A right or wrong?
Wrong.
Alright, B. Allowance to cover luggage. B. B says luggage. Should we retain that?
Yes.
Alright, C says luggages. Can you have luggages?
No.
No, you can't have luggages. And D says a baggage. Can you have a baggage?
No.
No. And E says baggages. Can you have baggages?
No.
The correct answer is what?
Luggage.
We have a game. Alright, look at question 36. Question 36 says 74. Alright, it says again. Can you find it? Alright. Question 36 says, when the policemen received the dash about the hideout of the armed robbers, they went there in full force to arrest them. Listen again, listen again. I don't know why those of you are murmuring. I really don't know why. It says, when the policemen received dash about the hideout of the armed robbers, they went there in full force to arrest them. Alright, when the policemen received dash. A, full informations. Can we have full informations?
No.
No, because the rule says that uncountable noun remains the same. Even when you have a qualifier or quantifier before them, they still do not have to change form. Alright, B says all the necessary informations. Can we have all the necessary informations?
No.
C says informations. Can we have some informations?
No.
No. D says an information. Can we have an information?
No.
No. And E says full information. Can we have that? Yes. And look at 39. 39 says, the school board has placed an order for dash. The school board, that is the body responsible for the affair of the school board. Now, are you with me? The school board has placed an order for dash. A, all the furniture and equipments required in the new school. Is that true or false? Right or wrong?
Wrong.
B, all the furniture and equipment required in the new school. Right or wrong?
Right.
C says that in the new school.
Wrong.
And it says, the last one says, many of the furnitures and equipment required in the new school. Right or wrong?
Wrong.
So always be aware that an uncountable noun has an unchanging form. In most cases, and that person can help us increase the volume. We want to dance. Alright, let's look at 50, the last one. I do not want dash. Can you have no more? Alright. Alright, let's retain that anyway. C says any advices, right or wrong? D, no advice. Retain, right? E, any advice. Now, look at it. Let's look at the nature of the question. The nature of the question is already negative. True or false? And you cannot have negative again. structure above. Everyone? Is the first one correct or wrong? I don't like anybody. Can that be correct?
Yes.
It is correct. Because here we have negative, we have positive. And here I don't like nobody. It is wrong. Maybe only in American English anyway. But in standard British English, they don't use negative and negative. I don't like nobody. But can you have I like nobody to mean that you don't like anyone? Is that taken? I like nobody, which simply means I don't like anyone. And that is the case we have here. I do not want any advice, not no advice. But if you have, I want no advice. Do you understand that now? I want no advice. Not, but in this case, I do not want any advice. Alright, look at 58 again. 58, the last for today. It says, he decided to wait for the boss because he had dash. Because he had dash. A, too many luggage. Can we retain that?
Yes.
B, many luggages.
No.
C, a lot of luggage.
Yes.
Can you have a lot of luggage?
Yes.
D, plenty luggages.
No.
You can have that, alright? Too many luggage, a lot of luggage. What will you choose? He decided to wait for the boss because he had a lot of luggage. A lot of luggage. Alright? Have a nice day.